Hello everybody. We're going to do some practice problem based on line of best fit. Please open Desmos calculator right now and use this paper and do these practice questions with me on Desmos calculator. Take notes, and then as you do these problems, please make sure you write down everything because I'll be collecting the paper at the end. So please take a look at this. Here you have a line of best fit. The table shows the cost of visiting a working ranch for a 1 day and night for a different number of people. So first you have a data. Number of people, you have 4 people, 6 people, 8 people, 10, and 12. The cost is $250, $350, $450, $550, $650. So as you can see, the more people, it gets more expensive. So we're going to write an equation of the line that best describe the above information. And we're going to predict the cost of visiting of 20 people visiting the ranch and predict the number of people when the cost is 1,000. So please open Desmos calculator. And what we're going to do is we're going to type the information here on Desmos calculator. So take a look at your paper and we're going to type the table. Make sure you open Desmos calculator and you're going to click on this plus symbol and then you're going to click the table and then we're going to type the table you see on the example. So when you do this, I want you to do cross. So the first number is always your x1. So we're going to do 4. And then the second number is your y1, which is 250. So they are next to each other. And then you're going to just do left to right, okay? 6 people cost 350. Go ahead and type that. 8, 450. 10, 550. 12, 650. So this is from the example, the paper. Go ahead and type that. And then we're going to zoom out a couple of times to see the scatter plots. As you can see, it's like here. So these are the dots from here. Once you do that, this is going up together and making a straight line. So what we're going to do is put the line of best fit. The equation is y1. And you're going to see that y1 is from this table. And then we're going to click on ABC, or you can click on that curve. We call that tilde. If you look at your computer keyboard, right on the left top, there's escape button. Right underneath, there's this little curve looking thing. That means tilde is about. So you can do the shift and that curve, or you can just open the keypad here on Desmos, click ABC, and the curve is right there. We use that because it's an estimation. It means about or similar, okay? And then we're going to type mx1. So you can use your computer keyboard plus b. So it's like slope-intercept form y equals mx plus b. We are using y1 and x1 because this table has y1 and x1. You're letting Desmos know that you're using y1 and x1 here. Once you have that, all you need is actually this information right here. This is your m, so you're going to plug it into m. This is your b, we're going to plug in there. So that's your equation. So when you write the equation, you're going to write like this. Right below, you're going to write y equals, this time write y equals mx plus b, 50x plus 50. So you can see there's a line of best fit. So when you type to get this line and get this information, you have to use this y1, x1, and then this curve. But then when you write the final answer, it's just gonna be y equals mx plus b format. And then where did I get the m and the b? It's right here on the bottom right there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the paper and write that information and use that information to answer number 2 and 3, which is prediction. Go to your worksheet and please write number 1, what is the equation of the line that best describes the above information? Y equals 50x plus 50. Please copy that right now on your paper. I'll be collecting this and checking. Number 2, predict the cost of visiting if 20 people visit the ranch. So that means 20 people is your x, because the first number of people, this is your x. So that's your x right there. We can write that. This is our x. X always comes first, and then this is your y. So 20 people, you're going to plug 20 into x here. So we're going to do 50 times 20, which is 100, plus 50. So that 20, you're going to plug it into x right there. So on Desmos, you're going to do 50 times 20 plus 50, which is 1,050. So the answer is 1,050. So if 20 people visit the ranch, you're going to be making $1,000.50. So write 1050. Now predict the number of the people when the cost was 1,000. So in this case, the 1,000 is the y. So you're going to plug this 1,000 into the y spot. So 1,000 equals 50x plus 50. You're going to use algebra and solve for x. So how many people visit in order to make $1,000? So you're going to subtract 50 on both sides. So 1,000 minus 50 is 950. Divide each side by 50. And then you get 19 people. So the answer is 19. Please copy this down. Now we're going to do the second one. You have a table here. I want you to type this on Desmos and then find the equation using the line of best fit. Go ahead and go to the Desmos calculator. So please follow me as you watch this video and do this on Desmos. You can do the split screen. So you can put the video on the left, Desmos on the right, and then you can follow or just open and go back and forth. So make sure you delete all the information that we had previously. And then we're going to type the second table there. So go ahead and do that. You're going to click the plus on the left, click on the table, and then we're going to type that question. The table shows the life expectancy of a person related to the year of birth. So we're going to put 1900. That's your first one is always X. And then we're going to put 47.3. And then continue, everybody. Always do left and right, left to right. Don't go down because they need to match together, okay? And then after you enter it, make sure you check your numbers. Make sure they're all good. Once you enter the information, you're going to go over here and you're going to zoom to see the graph. So here, if you click on the house, it will do the default. And then you're going to zoom out to see the points. It's kind of hard to see over here, but let me just try to, yeah. So right there, I had to just do zoom in and out a little bit. So you can see it's going up together. So if it's increasing like that, that's a line of best fit. So we're going to type y1 mx1 plus b. Try this with me on Desmos, please. And only information you need is on the bottom where it says m and b. That is your slope and y-intercept. So we're going to use that and type another equation as an answer. Y equals 0.40x. We're going to round to the nearest hundred minus 716. We're going to round like that. And then if you look at the paper, which choice is that? Go ahead and circle the choice for question number, it says number 1, but it's the second one on the paper. Which one best matches that? The answer is D. This is the best one. You want to pick the closest one, okay? So that will be the answer. Now let's do the next question. It's on the back side. I want you to go to the back side, and we're going to use the line of best fit and make prediction when you have 8 vehicles. So go ahead and type this on Desmos, and then I want you to come up with the equation and plug in 8 into x and solve this, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. So please click on the house, which is default on the right side, and then clean up your Desmos. I want you to type that table in, come up with the equation, pause the video and do that and check with the answer, okay? Pause the video and try that question on the back side, the one which says using the equation of the line of best fit, what will be the total cost of insuring 8 vehicles. So go ahead and put the table in to the Desmos right now. Pause the video and try. Okay, so I typed it in. Make sure you don't put commas in here. If you look at it, there's a comma between 1 and 7 and 2 and 2. No commas, and no commas on the y side. Now once you do it, type in the equation and then come up with the answer. So y1 tilde mx1 plus b, and then it's going to give you the slope, which is m, and the b. So we're going to zoom in to look for the dots first. There you go, there's a dot. So we're going to write y equals, this time that's the final answer, 500 x plus 1200. That information is given right here. M is 500, B is 1200. Just plug it into M and the B, and your final answer is this. Once you have that, we have to answer the question. What is the closest estimate of the total cost of insuring 8 vehicles? So for the 8 vehicles, you see that the 8, that is the X. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in 8 into this X. So we're going to do 500. Now remember, when you plug it in, you always put parentheses. 8 is the X. So now if I have 8 vehicles, it's going to be 5,200. So the answer for this is 5,200. Please circle the second option. Let's take a look at the next problem. So on your paper, you might be not seeing this dot. Maybe you only see maybe 4 dots, but there is a dot on the first one. So can you take a look at your paper? So I want you to put a dot where 25 and 300 is, right here. So make sure you have a dot there. So that's 25, 300. So what's happening is you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. On your paper, you might just see these 4. Just draw another one. Make sure it's there. And then I want you to write an order pair for each dot. So right next to each dot, I want you to write, when x is 25, y is 300. write the order pair. When it's 35 to 90, 40 to 60, 45 to 40, 50 to 30. Write the order pair, and I want you to make a table. So on this right here, use these points as a table. So 25 to 300, 35 to 90, 40 to 60, 45 to 40, and then 50 to 30. Make a table in Desmos. Give me an equation, line of best fit for this data, and then pick an answer. Go ahead and try it. Pause the video, try this by yourself, and then check with the answers that I'm going to show you. Pause the video, try this on Desmos, please. Okay, so let's go over it. Make sure everything's clean. Click on this house to make it default. Click on the plus, click on the table, and then you're going to type the data into a table. Go left to right. Check your answers and see if you did that. And then once you do that, you're gonna zoom out to look for the dots. If they are going like this, going down together, this is a line of best fit. So we're gonna do Y1 tilde, it's right here, curve, make sure, and then mx1 plus b. You can use your computer keyboard to do that. And then you don't need anything else, just look at m and b. So those are your slope and y-intercept. Then we're gonna round up. So y equals negative 3.1x plus 383. So go ahead and type that, and you see that this line, that's a line of best fit. So we're going to pick an answer. What will be the answer for that question? It will be let's take a look at that. D, letter D, right? So D will be the best choice. Go ahead and circle D. Okay, so we have to learn a curve of best fit, which is the next lesson. So your homework is to watch the video on Edpuzzle, which is called curve of best fit. Let me show you where that is. So if you go to Edpuzzle, you're going to go to curve of best fit. And then when you're watching this, I want you to also try it on Desmos calculator as you watch it, because I'm going to ask you and quiz you next class to make sure you know what to do. Some of you are still missing finding zeros, so please watch that. Okay, so if there some of you are watching the homework is missing here, you got to do that. Also, some of you are missing PMP number 5 and 6. Please check this and see if you're missing any work, because I'm sending progress report on Friday. This is 4th quarter, so make sure you have your grades up and make sure everything is turned in on time. Okay, now what I need you to do is I want you to go to MathSpace and do this SOL review day number 1, equation inequalities. So we have SOL on May 13. So I want you to try these questions as much as you can. Use a hint and video, please. You can try these questions. Use paper, pencil. If you want to use whiteboard to do it, you can do that. And try as much as you can. And then you can finish as much as you can during class. And then your homework is Edpuzzle, this video, curve of best fit, Desmos. So after you do the MathSpace SOL review day 1, you're going to do this homework. Okay? So I'll be checking your progress while you're doing this during